Giving the commentary here. On course, they'll be hearing Graham Swan and Phil Tefnell. But over to Simon now.
Claudio Monteverde is going to be the last in the dark blue jacket, worn by Ryan Moore, the favourite, as they prepare to begin, and they are off. And a little slow out was Humphrey Bogart, though he was keen to the start, so Sean Levy will be looking to get him switched off early perhaps. Beaverbrook going forward in the early stages. Viren's Army in the light blue jacket is handy as well, with Top Beat towards the outside. Then Claudio Monteverde back on the end in the very dark blue silks as they race uphill. SoMiDar is towards the back with Percy Street and Humphrey Bogart. So Beaverbrook out in front here under James Doyle as they continue to climb, swinging slightly left-handed now. Claudio Monteverde in a good position on the inside under Ryan Moore, just behind Top Beak in the purple silks, who's second. Then Viren's Army, and further back Percy Street from SoMiDar, the filly, and lastly Humphrey Bogart. Just about at the highest point on the racecourse now, so they've covered the uphill stretch and now beginning to descend on the long run towards Tattenham Corner, and it's Beaverbrook that continues out in front by a length to Top Beak in second, Claudio Monteverde on the inside third, then Viren's Army close up in fourth, another length and a half to SoMiDar around the inside of Percy Street, and Humphrey Bogart relaxing pretty well now at the rear of the field. Inside the final 4.5 furlongs as they approach Tattenham Corner, and it's still Beaverbrook with about a 3/4 length advantage over Top Beak. Claudio Monteverde's on the inside of Viren's Army, and they came close together there. Then SoMiDar and Percy Street, and finally Humphrey Bogart starting down the home straight, and Top Beak looming up on the outside of the long-time leader Beaverbrook. There's a gap up the rail for Ryan Moore. If Claudio Monteverde is good enough to take it, it's a bit of a tight squeeze, but he comes through now to join Top Beak, getting hampered, shuffled back when weakening was Beaverbrook. Now on the outside, Viren's Army unleashing a run, and here too comes SoMiDar in the pink jacket. Claudio Monteverde, Viren's Army, and SoMiDar, the filly, now hitting top gear out wide. Humphrey Bogart from the rear of the field inside the final furlong, and SoMiDar leads the way, but Humphrey Bogart is staging a strong late run. SoMiDar a half length to Humphrey Bogart as they race up towards the line. SoMiDar is all out. The filly wins the Derby trial. SoMiDar beats Humphrey Bogart into second, Viren's Army third. Then it's tight for fourth between Claudio Monteverde and Percy Street, Beaverbrook, and lastly Top Beak.
The filly SoMiDar wins for John Gosden and Frankie Dettori, and she's beaten the Colts here and won the Investec Derby trial. She's 10-1 for the Oaks with Ladbrokes. Second favourite with Ladbrokes for the Investec Oaks. In second here is Humphrey Bogart for Richard Hannon and Sean Levy. That horse trying to stay on and get past SoMiDar, but she had enough stamina, as her pedigree would suggest, to see this out nicely. Viren's Army was third for Pat Dobson, Richard Hannon, and it is a photo for fourth. So here are the early stages. Beaverbrook was the one that bounced out in front, and he got the rail, and he was always prominently positioned. Top Beak, who's ended up finishing last, he's prominent as well. Tracking just in behind is Viren's Army, the eventual third. On the inside there, Claudio Monteverde. Further back in second last is SoMiDar, the eventual winner, and held up in last is Humphrey Bogart.
And she's done a few things wrong, this filly, SoMiDar. You'll see she's very keen under Frankie Dettori early on. He spent the first 2-3 furlongs trying to just get her to settle.